Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today is a jam-packed episode. As you guys can see, we've managed to get the head off, but there was quite a bit involved. My brother and I, we had to be innovative, and we had to, kind of like just, use what we have to get to this point and to do it safely, without having, damage anything like the valves or the cams, anything like that. So it's quite a lot that we did. I'm sure you guys are going to enjoy this episode. If you haven't done so, please consider clicking the subscribe button and then hitting the notification bell. That way you won't miss any of the future uploads that I'm going to do with regards to this car and anything else that I'm going to be doing. As mentioned, not Mikado, there was a story to that, but it's actually MD Workshop. But yeah, if you haven't done so, also click up in the corner there. You can actually go watch the first episode with regards to when we started on this. And yeah, there's a lot to come. There's a lot we need to do still on this motor and to get everything up and running. So you're not going to want to miss this. But yeah, let's get into it. So guys, as Matthew's explaining here, that there is cylinder 1 and 4, nah?
Yeah.
At its lowest, the bottom dead center, and 2 and 3 is at its top dead center. So what we want to do is we want to get in the middle of this, so to have all 4 pistons kind of lined in the middle. That way when we take the head off and when we start slacking off things that nothing touches with the cams and everything, so this the valves don't touch the piston heads, and we then have like a safe environment to work with. So we're gonna play around till we get to the middle there.
FYI,
Yeah,
we don't have the special tools, so we just improvise.
you're improvising.
So don't fuck us out, no?
Guys, as you can see, this head bolt, we took it out as bone dry. This one is flooded with oil. Obviously it's not supposed to be this way, which yeah, it doesn't look too good for us, eh?
lines there. Here's oil here as well. As you can see, oil is in its place there. A shirtload of oil here, and oil that's supposed to be inside, or not inside, but there's not supposed to be anything sitting here.
You mean you're on this?
On this piece here.
On that piece there, like that there.
And you can see that. See. But yeah, that's already to me here. Could be a crack there or a leak in there. And this here. So much oil on this side and on this side here. Very difficult to tell, but yeah, this head gasket is finished. I mean, look at all the rust happening here. This could be from it standing for a while. And condensation, cold, and now in winter as well. But then the way the coolant here as well. I think the head gasket itself went. I mean, look at that piece there. What rust happening there. Could be the head gasket.
Yeah, no, look at this. Lots of could be.
Why is it oil there? That's why I say we take the head, send it in, let them check. We get the guy to come and check the block.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking somewhere along the line this head gave in, because for it to be so little oil here and so much oil there, when we took the head off, there's oil sitting here. That's a bit of a suspect.
The head or the head gasket?
What?
You're saying what gave in, the head or the head gasket? What do you think?
What do I think? I think the previous people that done this head may have sent the head in for skimming on a diesel, which you're not supposed to, and we can put another head gasket, car drive for 1,000, 2,000 k's back to square one. So I think the head might be.
That's what I said. People, I'm of the opinion, like I said in the previous video, the head gasket is busted. My honest belief is the block is fine, but as mentioned, we're gonna do this properly. My goal with this is to get this engine up 100%. It's not a case of to get it riding and then we sell it. I want to fix this thing that it must ride 150% correct. It must be perfect. So whatever needs to be replaced, if you need to source a new head, the engine that I have, the place that has it, they sell the whole thing, so I don't want to remove the head off there because then I'm going to struggle just to sell the block. So it's easy for me just to sell the whole engine. So I'm going to source another head if that is faulty.
Either, so if we have a look, all this oil that's sitting on this porch here.
Yeah, there we can see it here.
Check all that oil.
Yeah.
Either the head, well, the head has been skimmed. We can see that it has been skimmed.
Yeah, I can see there. Yeah, there's like yeah.
You can see the head has been skimmed.
Yes.
Did they skim too much? We don't know. Did they put the head gasket on properly? Did they torque it down properly? We don't know. So it's gonna be up to the engineers to come through and have them measure up the head height and see if it's within spec of what the head height is supposed to be.
Yeah.
If it's too little, then you need to get a specific or oversized head gasket.
Head gasket, yeah.
If they had gotten a normal size gasket with the head that's been skimmed, there's a problem
right there. Yeah.
Or they tightened the head incorrectly, causing it to warp or overheated. Because you said the car overheated before, right?
It overheated first time.
The very first time the car overheated.
And then I said it to them, yeah.
So could have been with overheated. They skimmed the head, but the block they still left. So it's either one could have warped, the block or the head.
Yeah.
So let's just assume the block is warped.
Yeah.
I can go and skim as much as I want on the head, put an oversized head gasket on. The block is still a problem.
That's true.
But the way
my
they've done it,
concern here is all this residue of oil and stuff that's here.
this here is, you can see the head gasket wasn't seating properly or wasn't isolating properly. That because you're not supposed to have anything on the surface of the head. It's also all supposed to be in here.
Yeah.
So that to me, plain down, head gasket failed. But if there's any other damage to it, head gasket definitely failed. That's number one.
Number one, eh? Yeah, that's true.
Number two is the block.
Or the head.
I mean, is the head now undersized, basically, or you need an oversized head gasket? Do you even get an oversized head gasket for the car?
I think you do. I don't know. Like I said, I think you do, but we're gonna have to see. Alrighty. This is a way to end the Sunday. Hey, the scam followers. Oh, ew, that's disgusting. And if you guys can, I'm sure you guys can see this. Let me try and take it. I don't want to miss. I'm actually missing on the harness there. But shoot, man. I'd like to think this is a family channel, so I can't swear or use the savory words that I really want to use. But this is, yeah, as you guys can see, that is seriously bad contamination. So that's it, guys. Tell me what your thoughts are. There's quite a lot involved, as you guys could see, especially, you know, before we had to release the tension on the cams. We had to play around with regards to how we're going to do that safely, but we got the job done quite nicely. As you guys saw, you know, with my brother and I, when we discussed the head and the block, it's really up in the air right now. There's no real definitive answer with regards to what is at fault here. It could be the head, it could be the block, it could have just been the head gasket. You know, so we're going to get the engineers involved in this, and what I'm going to do is, I'm actually, where possible, I'm going to speak to the people I'm going to be taking the stuff to, and get their input, you know, try and question them with regards to, no, I'll try where I can. I'm going to ask them questions, get their understanding, get their thinking, you know, why that was done, and, you know, so we can get a better understanding with regards to what is happening here. But yeah, you know, at this point in time, it's like a 50-50 thing. Either we're going to fit another engine, or can we salvage this one and, you know, see what needs to be replaced. Is the bottom end that we need to replace, keep the head. But yeah, that head has been schemed, and as you heard what my brother said, the head shouldn't have been schemed. So, well, that's according to him. I don't know, but there's a lot still to be done. And as I mentioned before, if you haven't done so, please consider clicking the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. That way you won't miss any future uploads with regards to this series of fixing my E90 320D. Also, it is August, and you know, in Johannesburg, that means it is our windy month. So if there's a lot of noise, it's just the wind blowing. But yeah, and also, if you guys can see in the corner there, I am busy with my garage. So today is the day that I'm actually going to finish up that, or I'll get about 80% done. There's a flooring solution similar to what the guys in the States and in Europe are doing, the Sourstrax floors. I might be doing something like that as well. I'm just speaking to various suppliers, and the moment I get that done, obviously I'll bring you guys in, show you guys what it looks like, give you my input, and tell you, is there something that you should look at, or is it just too much of a hype, you know, much of some, like what they call it, the much of muchness, you know. So, but I'm looking forward to, I think it actually has a lot of benefits. It is a bit of a costly exercise, but be that as it may, we'll get to that stage. But for now, there's quite a lot still happening here, and if you haven't done so, please consider clicking the thumbs up. I really appreciate that. If you have any questions, or if you have anything to say with regards to this build, or any recommendations, please in the comment section below put down what your thoughts are, what you think, what I should look at, what I should do. If you have done something similar on a similar engine, I would really love to hear what you guys have to say about it. And it really, you know, I enjoy also interacting with you guys. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and up until the next episode, please be safe, guys. Cheers.